Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Gaudet Field here in Middletown, Rhode Island, where the Salve Regina University Seahawks are set to take on the Colonels of Curry College in a Commonwealth Coast Conference women's lacrosse matchup. Hello again, and welcome. I am Andrew Pizzelli, bringing you the call here tonight. The Seahawks 1-1 on the season, 0-1 in the CCC. The Colonels 0-3 overall, 0-3 in conference play. They are in search of their first win of the year. Salve Regina coming off their first win of the year. They topped Wentworth 14-8 here a week ago today. Katie Doherty, 5 goals and an assist in that game. She surpassed the 100 career goal mark, becoming the 13th player in program history to accomplish that feat. Megan Ryder had a hat trick as well. Christina Myers made 10 saves. The Seahawks closed out the game with 5 straight goals to send the Leopards home. Meanwhile, for the Colonels, as I said, 0-3. They fell 20-14 to Gordon. A 5-0 run late for the Scots helped them build a lead that the Colonels could never quite chip away at. Hat tricks for Chevrier and Parker in that game. And we're getting ready for, I think they're trying to adjust the clocks here at Gaudet Field. First meeting between these two teams since 2019, April 4th, 2019. So a little over a year ago was when the Colonels and Seahawks last met. That was here in Middletown, and it was Curry who was victorious 20-17 in that game. Last Seahawk win in the series was April 24th, 2018, 17-13 up in Milton, Mass. Starters for the Colonels: Chloe Chevrier, Katie Parker, Marissa McCarthy, Sabrina Santinello, Maggie Murray, Katie Tarr, Taylor Gallagher, Ellie Hardman, Ali Wasaki, Shannon Doherty, Colleen Donnelly, and Jessica Gannett in the net for in net for the Colonels. For Salve Regina, Stephanie Celeste, Nicole Smith, Megan Ryder, Julia Gavoni, Victoria DiLoretto, Katie Doherty, Gabriella Von Barron, Catherine Mullen, Georgia Rossetti, Kimberly Dunn, Kyla Salvato, and between the pipes will be Caroline Watson, making another start this year, the sophomore from Rentham, Mass. And it looks like they're adjusting the shot clocks out on the field. So we will step away for just a second while they set out some action on the field. Don't go anywhere. Salve Regina and Curry College women's lacrosse Commonwealth Coast Conference action coming up next. again. Andrew Pizzelli here, bringing you the call from Gaudet Field. We appreciate your patience. We'll be getting the game going shortly. Looks like they're sorting out a shot clock issue on the field. The teams are going to come back to the sidelines and huddle up. Try and stay warm here as it cools down at windy Gaudet Field in Middletown. So we should have this game going in just a bit. Salve Regina and Curry College, thank you for finding us here on the Salve Athletics Network. We will be back. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. Andrew Pizzelli here, bringing you the call. Salve Regina and Curry College. We are ready to go. Well, we waited a year to have action back. What was 20 more minutes? Nicole Smith will be in on the draw with Maggie Murray. Smith swats it out of the air, loose on the ground, rolling into the attacking end for Salve Regina, and it will be scooped up by Stephanie Zeleste. Megan Ryder in the attacking end will walk it in behind the cage in the left wing corner. Catherine Mullen now back out to Nicole Smith. Mullen took her eye off it, and it's going to roll out of play. Unforced error there to start the game. And that will not have head coach Bill Villarreal too pleased. Turnovers were an issue last week versus the Leopards. Both teams turned the ball over a whole bunch. Here's a foul here against Nicole Smith, hitting Katie Tarr on the run. And so I know that was a focus of the week of preparation, was to cut down on the turnovers. Seahawks turn it over in their first offensive possession. The Colonels clear into the attacking end. Santinello. Hands off behind the net. Ellie Hardman. And it's nearly dropped in the corner. Chevrier. Deep in the left wing side. Hands off to Sharon Doherty. Santinello. Looking to start her drive, and she's knocked down. Kimberly Dunn standing her ground, but will be called for the foul, and this will be free position. About as far out as you can get. Free position here for the Colonels. Sabrina Santiello. Passes it to the left side. Ellie Hardman looking to make her move towards the net. Ball to play. Colonels will keep it. Ball stripped, but a foul. As I said, Carolyn Watson making the start for Salve between the pipes. And she'll look here at Katie Tarr. About 10 yards, dead center straight away. And now actually they change. It looks like it'll be Taylor Gallagher. She'll go low, and then Watson makes the save. And a big scrum in front off that shot. And the Seahawks will get the ball. That was actually Sharon Doherty on the free position attempt. Seahawks look to clear now. Here's Celeste. And she will sprint all the way into the attacking end. Celeste. Going to fight her way inside now. Drops it off behind the net. Ryder out in front. Smith gathers, trying to go over the top. Her shot goes wide. Rebound loose in front. Scooped up by the Seahawks for a moment. A whistle inside. And we'll see which way this is going. And it looks like it will be Salve ball. And free position for Celeste. Big hustle there to get the rebound. Celeste about 12 yards offset to the right from Jessica Janate. Celeste sprints right to the front. Her bouncing shot blocked in front and scooped up by the Colonels. Marissa McCarthy had it for a moment before she was fouled. Colonels will look to break out. A bouncer out to midfield. This one up for grabs. Georgia Rossetti will get to it first for Salve and golf it on back to Kimberly Dunn. Weaving her way out to midfield along for Nicole Smith. It bounces off her cross and given right back to Marissa McCarthy. Colonels again able to get the clear. Walked ahead by Taylor Gallagher. No score. 3 minutes gone here in the first half. Colonels with it out high. Katie Parker. Bouncing shot towards the net. Watson makes the save. Santinello with the drive. Colonels keep it in the attacking end. Katie Tarr. Can't get inside. Seahawks keeping the Colonels out on the perimeter here in the early going. Santinello will back it out beyond the arc. Gives it up to Parker. Parker straight away. Kept off her drive. Floats it on the inside. That one's deflected. Bounced on the cage and grabbed by Watson. Watson cradling out of her crease. And she's able to draw a foul and gets it away on the near side. That one deflected, loose on the ground. Kyla Salvato couldn't get away with it, and foul is committed here by the Seahawks to stop that break. Victoria Di Loretto getting a piece of Ellie Hardman. who looks to pass in front. Backhand shot, score! Chloe Chevrier on the feed. 25:37 to go in the first. Turnover leading to a quick score for the Colonels. And it's 1-0 Curry. Little sidearm shot there from Chevrier. Her 5th goal of the year. On the draw, it's picked up by the Colonels. Kelly Ventura had been out there to take it for Salve. Curry with the ball and the lead. Katie Parker, senior from Brantford, Connecticut. Parker, one of the leading scorers from the 2019 squad for the Colonels. Such a short year last year for all of these teams. Basically have to go back 2 years to be able to read into any of the tea leaves. Ellie Hardman here now with free position. About 8 yards away on the off angle to the right. Hardman will walk in, try and bounce it on the cage, and she scores. 24:54 to go in the first. Ellie Hardman with the free position shot. And it's 2-0 Colonels. So that long delay trying to get the shot clocks going. No ill effects here for the Colonels in the early going. Ventura once again in on the draw for Salve. She swipes it back into the defensive end. Seahawks had it for a moment, but then it's taken away by Katie Parker. Gives it up on the wing. And on the run, looked like Doherty got fouled. And Doherty will have free position 15 yards away from the net. Hands off to Chevrier. Able to get around Ventura. And she is fouled hard on her way to the goal. Free position here once again for the Colonels. Big drive. That one blocked. Ricochets in behind the net. Chevrier with the shot. Kept alive by the Colonels. Stumbling into the slot and getting fouled. Sharon Doherty. And she will have free position wide on the left side. About 10 yards away, off angle to the left. Loads of free position opportunities here at the beginning for the Colonels. Instead of the shot, they pass it off to the point. Parker trying to fight her way inside. And another foul. This one being called really tight here early on. Katie Parker will have free position. Colonels with the 2-0 lead. Parker thought about the shot, instead gives it up to the point. Chevrier looking for an angle. Make that Santinello. We'll walk it in behind the cage now. Looking for the cut instead. We'll sprint out to the left side. Gives it up to the point. Katie Tarr. Shut off from her drive. Ball floated back out to Hardman. She'll chase it down. Ball deflects out of play. And this will be free position again. Katie Tarr will set up 12 yards straight away from the goal. Tarr will wind up and fire, and she scores! Off free position, Katie Tarr makes it 3-0. 29:37 to go. 23-37. Wait a minute, that can't be right. 29-37. 3-0 Colonels. 23-37 to go in the first. Time out, Bill Villarreal. We will take it as well. Colonels off to the hot start here against Salve Regina, looking for their first win of the year. We'll be back. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. 23:37 to go in the first half. Salve Regina out of the timeout, trailing 3-0. And Nicole Smith back to take this draw control for Salve. Snap forward. Seahawks have a chance to get it. And we get a whistle, and they'll say a violation here against the Colonels. Seahawks will take it and look to run the offense. Mullen on the left side. Back to Ryder. Doherty on the far side. Out to the point to Nicole Smith. Switches to her left hand. Strong to the net with a shot that bounces wide. Seahawks will keep it. Strong drive by Nicole Smith. Doherty rolling to the net to that sidearm shot, and she scores! Saw that 5 times last Wednesday. Katie Doherty going to that sidearm shot. Just such a deceptive shot. And the Seahawks are on the board with 22:46 to go in the first. Doherty leads the Seahawks in scoring, her 8th goal of the year. Smith once again on the draw. This one deflected forward. Tarr could have had it for a moment, and it sneaks right out of the cross of Celeste and falls into Chloe Chevriers. Santinello, stop and start on the right side. We'll pull it back out. And hand off to Hardman. Triple teamed. Pass back out, Santinello. Parker. Nowhere to go. We'll sprint to the left side. Caught out on the wing. Back to Chevrier. Hands off to Tarr. Floated on the inside. Trying to go over the shoulder with the shot was Doherty. And they'll call the foul on the inside here against the Seahawks. And I think they're going to give a card here as well. A yellow card charged to Nicole Smith. So she will come and sit. Free position here. Man up for the Colonels. Off the shot, they score! Doherty answers right back for the Colonels to make it 4-1. So a very short sit for Nicole Smith. Maggie Murray and Kelly Ventura on the draw here. 21:54 to go in the first. Fight for the draw control. Ping-ponged around. Ball still loose and finally scooped up by Katie Tarr. Parker, straight away up top. Gives it up on the wing. Chevrier. Santinello. Deep behind the cage. On the left side. Fakes the shot, now on the drive. Out onto the wing, Tarr. Bobbles it and gets it back. Strong to her right. Looks to throw it on the cage, and that's blocked, but the foul is called against Ventura. And now Katie Tarr will have free position here for the Colonels. Tarr winds up and fires, and it's high. A litany of free position chances early on here for the Colonels, who lead 4-1. Parker trying to work her way inside, backed out by Georgia Rossetti. Chevrier. Hands off to Tarr. Right wing side. Out beyond the arc. Given up to Hardman. Moving to her left. Looks to float it inside. Bounced in the slot. Gathered. Fired. And they score. Falling to the ground is Taylor Gallagher. With 20:18 to go. It is 5-1 Colonels. I'll give you a second look at that one. That one mishandled for a moment. Gallagher able to get it back, turn, and score. .18 to go in the first. Smith in on the draw for Salve. Celeste and Tar battling for it once again, and the Colonels come up with it. The lead and the ball. Parker. It's been all Curry here early on. Hands off. Tar runs into 3 Seahawks. Will back it out. Just kind of floats it dangerously into space. Hopping towards the cage, Nicole Smith will come up with the ground ball for Salve as they look to answer here. Off and running. Dunn zips it up the near side. Too hard for Ryder to handle. And the Seahawks turn it over. Tar stripped from behind. Mullen there to knock it away, but she gets it right back. Throws it out to midfield. Chevrier fields it. And the Colonels get it up ahead. Here's Parker. Blitzed by Smith, who got a piece of that. Colonels will keep it, though, as Tar tracks it down on the near side, gets it away to Santinello. Doherty. Hands off to Tar. On the wing, left side on the cart. Chevria fakes the shot, trying to drive inside. Fights through 3. Seahawks with a drive. Save made by Watson. Scramble for the loose ball. And the Colonels come away with it. Santinello gives it up. Sidearm drive. They score. Doherty in the fray. Gets it to go. Sharon Doherty, the junior from Northeastern Mass, with 18:18 to go in the first. And it's 6-1 Curry. Seahawks have barely had the ball here in this first half. Smith and Murray once again on the draw. Smith had it for a moment. Seahawks will come away with it. Falls right into the cross of Gabriella Von Baron. She's fouled along the near side. Looking for an outlet. Gets it away to Nicole Smith. Seahawks will hold it in the attacking end. Here's Doherty, who has the lone goal for Salve. Operating from the far corner. Gives it up to Megan Ryder. Ryder rolling right around in front with a shot. And it's saved. Janate on the spot there to stop that one. One and done trip for the Seahawks. Tar, Santinello trying to feed it out in front. It bounces on the cage, and Watson grabs it and flicks it too high for Nicole Smith. This ball up for grabs along the near side. Mullen nearly had it for a moment for Salve, and I think she's going to be whistled for a foul here. Wow, and they're going to get it. Wow. So a dangerous check, and then a sportsmanlike conduct against Sabrina Santinello, and so she's done. 17-12 to go in the first half. That is a very short leash. There's a scramble for the ball. So the officials will huddle up here for a second. So 2 yellow cards for Sabrina Santaniello. So a big opportunity here for Salve. He'll be man up. Now the officials want to conference again. All this coming with 17-12 to go in the first half. Curry leading 6-1. And now the officials want to huddle up with the coaches. They're going to make Gallagher come and sit as well, I think, because of the 2 yellows. So this will be 2-man up for Salve. Massive opportunity here for the Seahawks to get back in this one. Mullen sprints into the attacking end. And draws free position. Mullen straight away, 10 yards from the net. Mullen.
Stop working. Okay, but you have to immediately do a horn if something stops working. And you have to let us know so that we can stop and do the right thing. Okay? So I did signal just to hope to get going, but it didn't. So honk the horn if you have malfunction.
And more clock issues on the field.
Turn it on, see if it's working.
Yeah, no, it's not.
This will eventually be free position here for Catherine Mullen. I think the officials may decide to just keep time on the field themselves. 17 minutes to go in the first half. Thank you for finding us here on the Salve Athletics Network. Nightcap here today for Salve Regina. Busy day of action. Baseball and softball each had home doubleheaders here today. Women's tennis was also in action up at Roger Williams. Salve men's baseball defeated Western England 4-0 in game 1 and then tied 5-5 through 9 innings. They probably ran into darkness. It doesn't say final, it just says end of 9. See if they'll have a chance to resume that game. Softball beat Western England 5-3 in game 1 and is trailing 6-1 in the top of the 6th. Well, Salve had a epic comeback last Friday versus Western New England. Nikki Vanelli with a walk-off home run in that game. Roger Williams women's tennis topped Salve Regina 9-0. And the officials have huddled up, and the teams are going to come and huddle here. Timeout on the field. 17 minutes to go in the first. We'll take it as well. Curry leading 6-1. We'll be back. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. 17 minutes flat to go here in the first half. Curry leading 6-1. Free position here for Catherine Mullen, who will sprint ahead and look to go for the shot. A lot of contact there on the inside. We get a whistle. And so Mullen will try again. 10 yards straight away on the free position for Mullen. Mullen tees up the drive and she scores! Free position, man up goal for Salve Regina to make it 6-2 with 16:51 to go. That will bring Taylor Gallagher back to the field. Seahawks needed that. Now, I don't know if equipment manager Matt Hurd and women's ice hockey coach David Lunn have Fitbits, but they are getting their steps in here today. Diligently getting the operations going here at Gaudet Field. Scramble off the draw. Seahawks commit a foul, and the Colonels come away with it. Here's Tar. Cradling through 3 defenders, gets it away to Parker. So the Seahawks score, but the Colonels get the ball right back here, trying to answer, leading by 4. Colonels have had a number of extended possessions. Seahawks have not had the ball much here in this first half. Ball loose on the ground for a moment. Hardman will scoop it back up. Tar looking to zip the entry. That's deflected. Smith scoops it forward. Ball still loose on the ground. Smith had it, gets it back, and now she's tripped up at the 40-yard line. Salvato. Looking to get away. Bounces it back to Kimberly Dunn. And she's hit up high. And that looks like that will be card-worthy as well. Ali Wazaki will sit. Well, this was an issue for the Colonels last game against Gordon. They had 7 yellow cards. So 3 here for the Colonels. 2 were against Sabrina Santaniello, whose night is done. Here comes Celeste. And she's knocked down. $15:29 to go in the first. Celeste will have free position here. 11 yards away, offset to the right. Seahawks trying to get back-to-back goals. Celeste sprints ahead with the shot. Save made by Janate. Rebound. Loose in the slot. Seahawks scoop it out to the sidelines and come away with it. Ventura. Away to Mullen. Quickly to Celeste. Floats it inside. Turning and handing off to Katie Doherty on the wing. Doherty back to Ryder. Had Mullen wide open in front. Passes late now. Fielded on a hop for a drive, and that one saved by Janate. A whistle on the inside, I think, before the shot. And not quite sure what the call is there. Ball will go back to the Colonels, and it's immediately turned over. Seahawks get it back. DiLoretto picking it off in midfield. Here's Doherty. Celeste Trying to get the entry to Ventura, skipping through the slot, fielded behind the cage by the Colonels. McCarthy able to escape with it and get it out to midfield. Colonels will take it into the attacking end, working with the ball and the lead. 14 minutes and counting to go here in the first half. Ball dropped on the wing, scooped back up though by Parker. Parker back behind the cage. Gives it up into the corner left side. Out high, McCarthy. Hands off to Hardman. Ball loose on the ground, and it's stolen. Taken back by Celeste. Trying to quickly get it to Mullen. That pass off the mark. Bouncing towards Ryder. She tries to corral it, and she does. Ryder pulls up along the near sideline right in front of the Seahawk bench. Gets it away to Molly Norton. Celeste tosses it inside. On the pass, we have a foul. And this looks like it will be Julia Gavoni, a freshman from Lakeville, Mass, who will have free position. Let's go, 12 yards straight away. Gavoni started early. Another missed opportunity here for the Seahawks. This one blindly thrown into space, and it's stolen. Gavoni with a drive, and she scores! Went early on the free position. This time gets the steal and makes immediate amends. And we'll show you the replay. Janae just flicked this one blindly into space. Picked off by Gavoni right on the spot, heading to the net. And she sneaks it short side past the Colonel's netminder. That makes it 6-3. .58 to go in the first. Ventura and Murray on the draw once again, and Ventura comes away with it. Sprinting into the attacking end around Shavria. Ventura to the net, and she scores! Kelly Ventura, all alone, wins the draw, goes right to the net. And it's a 2-goal game. Ventura just racing past everyone. Makes it 6-4. .45 to go. Two very quick goals here for Salve Regina. Ventura and Murray will draw once again. Murray able to scoop it back towards her Colonel teammates. And they come away with it. Parker trying to quickly get it ahead. Looking for the angle, trying to go over the top. That shot got deflected. That was Wisaki trying to go high. And a foul here against the Seahawks will give the Colonels free position. Ali Wisaki from 10 yards away. Staring down Carolyn Watson. She's going to tee up the big drive, and she scores. A rocket from Wisaki. That's a big answer for the Colonels. Seahawks had gone on a little scoring run there. Back to a 3-goal game with 12:25 to play in the first half. This time Nicole Smith will come out to tangle with Maggie Murray on the draw. Smith pops it into the air, and Celeste will come away with it for the Seahawks. They've had success here when they attack quickly, and Celeste, trying to do just that, draws a foul, and will get free position. Seahawks have been much more aggressive here the last 5-6 minutes. Free position for Celeste. Walking it towards the net, the bouncing shot, and she scores! Seahawks answer right back. Here's the replay. I think Janae may have gotten a piece of that one as well, as it snuck by. Excellent camera work from Celia Paulskill on that free position goal. .12:09 to go in the first. Seahawks have clawed back to within 2. Smith flicks this one high in the air. Will take one bounce. Smith deflects it towards the attacking end. All sorts of commotion here, and the Seahawks will come away with the draw. A little bit of momentum here for Salve. And I think you heard a horn there. 11:55 to go in the first. More issues with the shot clock on the field. And I wouldn't be surprised to see them if they just scrap this shot clock and the officials will keep time on the field. That will be far simpler than stopping the game every 5 minutes. And they'll huddle up here and see if that's what they decide. 11:55 to go in the first half. Well, if there was momentum, it may be gone now. The officials are meeting with the game management crew here. We'll take a quick break. 11:55 to go in the first half. Curry leading Salve Regina 7-5. Seahawks trying to fight their way back into this one. We'll be back. back to Gaudet Field. Andrew Pizzelli here bringing you the call. 11:55 to go in the first half. The officials trying to work out some kinks here with the shot clocks, which has given us quite a delay. Curry leading 7-5. Seahawks have gone on a run here to get close. But this stoppage certainly affecting any momentum that either side was feeling. Hard to get into a rhythm.
Got the clock. No, shot clock. Has it been a connection issue? So see how your wireless, can you lift that up a little bit? Like just that kind of
We've got Assistant Athletic Director Matt Finlayson on hand as well to try and help sort out the clock issue. Big shout out to him. He spent the day at Salve Baseball calling their action. Here's a shot from Doherty on the run through the slot. That side arm off angle shot. And it's a 1-goal game. And we'll give you a look at the replay. Doherty fighting through contact as well. And it doesn't look like it's the hardest shot. It's just such an easy flick of the wrist for Doherty from the left hand as well. So after everything, it is a 1-score game. 11:44 to go in this first half. Smith and Murray on the draw. And they may make them redraw. They will. We've gotten everything tonight.
Yeah, it's like at Copa sometimes, or old buildings, or even like this sort of material. Like if it's
Smith on the draw. Ball bounced backwards. Von Barron flicks it forward. Ball still up for grabs, and the Seahawks come away with it. A chance to tie the game. Nicole Smith.
I haven't sold you on it yet. But it was, I think once you're up here, you're
Smith changes hands to her left with a shot. And they're going to call the foul, it seems. Smith will get free position. Okay. 10 yards away, just offset to the right. With 11:05 to go in the half. Seahawks trying to tie. Smith changes hands with the left hand. That one off the iron. Smith gets the rebound. Seahawks keep possession. Smith holding on the wing left side. Von Barron. Back to Smith. Dancing out beyond the arc, gives it to Katie Doherty. Deep in the corner right side. Doherty trying to fight her way in. Doherty, that low shot skips wide. Seahawks keep possession. Ryder alone on the left side. Ryder left wing side. Out to the left point. Held by Nicole Smith. Shut off from her drive. Mullen. She can't get inside. Beyond the arc gives back to Smith. Two-man game here. Smith now slowly walking it out beyond the arc. Ventura trying to turn the corner right side. Ventura with a little bit of space. Lost the ball as she went to go make the shot. Poked away from behind. Janate will look to clear for the Colonels. Big stop there for Curry defensively. 9:29 and counting to go in the first half. Ball stripped, but a foul. Colonels keep it. Murray looking for space on the clear. Ventura got a piece of that one on the pass. Fighting for it, and she comes away with it on the far side, trying to get it quickly up ahead. Doherty trying to make a move towards the net is fouled. And head coach Ann O'Byrne is not happy about that one for Curry. Free position here for Salve. Mullen, strong to her right, just flicks it towards the goal. Wide and out of play. Salve will keep it. Doherty with it, and will walk it in from the far side. 8:34 to go. Seahawks bringing on some subs. Celeste, Baldwin, and Norton. Ryder. Gives it up to Baldwin. Baldwin on the cut. Trying to get it to Gaudet, and she scores through contact as well. And the Seahawks have tied the game. Here's a second look at that one. Absorbing contact as she went. 8:09 to go in the first, and we start again. Tied at 7. Off the draw. Ball loose on the far side. Colonels not able to keep it in. Seahawks will take that. Celeste will bring it in from the far sideline. Seahawks have tied this game at 7. Celeste trying to feed Baldwin on the inside. Ball knocked away. Scramble for it on the far side. You've got a whistle here, and we'll see which way this one is going. It would look like it's a foul against the Colonels, and it is. Celeste with it in the corner far side. And the attacking end for Salve Regina. Gives it up to Katie Doherty. Trying to make her move. A low shot. She scores! That shot about an inch off the ground. So difficult to stop. And the Seahawks have the lead. I mean, you tell me how you stop this shot. Janate Not ready for it. Now, the thing is, you start overplaying such a low shot, you're going to open yourself up for so much more. Katie Doherty. Baldwin on the draw for Salve. Flicks it back into space. Big scramble for, and the Colonels come up with it. Hardman out beyond the arc. Colonels trying to settle things down. They had a lead in this game. It's been a bizarre first half. Chevrier to Parker behind the net. Parker just dancing behind the cage. Back and forth. Now gives it up left side to Tar, who will race all the way out to the point with it. Tar is going to keep on going. Throws it on the net, and she scores. And we're tied at 8 with 6:04 to go. Back and forth we go. And Smith will come onto the field here to take the draw for Salve. It'll be Chloe Chevrier who will take it for the Colonels. This one up for grabs on the near side. Smith will scoop it. Smith will navigate the near sideline. Now angles to midfield. Away from Ellie Hardman. She'll walk it into the attacking end. Gives it up to Gavoni. Doherty in the corner left side. Behind the net to Ryder. 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. Doherty in the corner right side, gives it up to Smith. Smith trying to back her way in. Throws it on the goal. Save made by Janate. Rebound ping-pongs around and is taken by the Colonels, who look to clear. Colleen Donnelly sprinting through midfield. Has it stripped, and it bounces right to Sharon Doherty. Break there for the Colonels. Parker now on the right side, feeds it out to the point, to Doherty. 4:40 and counting to go in the first half. Game tied at 8. On the drive, Ali Wasaki is fouled, and she will get free position. "11 yards offset to the right. Waisaki bouncing it in her cross. Free position here for the Colonels. Mazaki tees up the drive. Save made by Watson. Fight for the loose ball, and the Seahawks come away with it on the far side. And we get another horn as the shot clock is continuing to have issues. 4:13 to go in the first. Game is tied at 8 with 4:13 to go in the first half.
Okay, reset it one more time. Try it again.
Seahawks have the ball. Carolyn Watson made a big save. Seahawks will have possession, looking to clear here. This game almost an hour and a half old, but 4:13 left to go in the first half. Seahawks looking to clear. Ball out to midfield. Gavoni gives it up to Ventura. And she will wait for reinforcements here in the attacking end. Von Barron. Now Celeste. Ventura onto the wing right side. Celeste to her right on the entry to Doherty. That low rising shot goes high. Ryder walks it in from the end line. All alone, trying to fight her way in. Looking for a contact. Ryder throws it on the goal and she scores! Hit twice up high. Ryder able to keep on going and give the Seahawks the lead back. And here's the replay. Ryder hit once there, looking for the call. Pivots, goes to the goal, absorbs another shot, and is able to score. Nine to 8 with 3:11 to go in the first half. Murray and Ventura on the draw, and they may do this one again. .309 to go in the first half. Ball popped really shallow in the air. Hits the ground, and now a big scramble for it. Ventura, a chance to scoop it for Salve. And she does for a moment. Swatted away by Murray. Ball loose on the ground once again. We get a whistle. And they're going to give it to the Colonels. Clock rolling. 2:45 to go in a back and forth first half. Chevrier right into the teeth of the Seahawks defense, able to work her way through two Seahawks, and she scores! Chevrier right down Main Street, and we're tied at 9. 2:32 to go in the first half. Chloe Chevrier, the freshman from West Sudfield, Connecticut, sprinting straight through 3 Seahawks on her way to the goal. And draw control at midfield. Chevrier pops it in the air with Smith, and they're going to call Chevrier for a violation. Seahawks will take it. Game tied at 9. Nicole Smith straight away at the point. walks it into the corner, gives it up to Katie Doherty. Now Ryder in behind the cage. Mullen on the wing left side. Lobs it up to Nicole Smith. All alone. Stutter step to her right. Smith on her way to the net. Draws a foul. And she will get free position. Nicole Smith, 13 yards away, straight away, on free position. Trying to give the Seahawks the lead back. Smith, right to the front of the net, and she scores! Sprinting straight in on top of Jessica Janate. And it's 10-9. .141 to go in the first half. Seahawks with a 1-goal lead. See if they can add to it. Smith and Maggie Murray for the Colonels on the draw. One bounce, Smith trying to field it. This one rolling towards the Colonel sideline is going to go out of bounds. And it looks last touched by Sharon Doherty, the junior for the Colonels. Seahawks will take it. 1:23 and counting to go. Bria Healy feeds it across to midfield. Smith through contact, draws a foul. She'll keep on going. Baldwin beyond the arc. Final minute, first half. Seahawks looking for their first multi-goal lead of the game. Celeste draws the foul. 52 seconds to go, and Celeste will have free position. Trying to expand the Salve Regina lead. Celeste towards the goal on a bounce, and she scores! 11-9. 49 seconds to go. Stephanie Celeste on free position gives Salve Regina a 2-goal advantage. Seahawks got off to a slow start. But have fought their way back to take a lead. 49 seconds to go in the first. Smith and Murray again. So many free position attempts for both sides. It's been a physical game. Smith with the clean draw win for Salve. Ball bounces away from Baldwin, who's able to scoop it back. 35 seconds. Seahawks looking to tack on one more here. Have a really strong close to this half. Katie Doherty working alone on Chevria. Makes her move. That little underhanded shot is blocked, scooped up by Celeste. And a foul, I think, called before the shot. Doherty had been making her move to the net. And I think she may be the one getting the yellow here. And that seems to be the case. So a yellow card for Katie Doherty with 20 seconds to go. So man up here for the Colonels. 20 seconds to go. See how quickly they can get down the field. Clock rolling. That ball knocked away. Gavoni trying to rake it free. And the ball out of play. Last touched by the Colonels. Seahawks with it with 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Knocked away from Smith, and that'll do it for the first half. It was not a pretty start, but Salve fights their way back in this first half. They will lead 11-9 at halftime here from Gaudet Field. We will take a break and be back with the call of the second half. You're watching Commonwealth Coast Conference Women's Lacrosse action on the Salve Athletics Network. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Gaudet Field here in Middletown, Rhode Island. Salve Regina leading Curry College 11-9 here at the start of the second half. The Seahawks fell behind early, but found a way to have a 2-goal lead at the start of the second half. In large part due to just playing much more aggressively. We'll see how this second half starts. We had a lot of stoppages in that first half. Took a long time between the number of fouls and some clock issues. We'll see how quickly the second half goes. Nicole Smith, who was a big part of this comeback here for Salve, will take the draw. Andrew Pizzelli here, bringing you the call. A bit of a crisp night here at Gaudet, but breezeless, which you cannot often say here in Middletown. Fight for the draw. Tarr trying to grab it for the Colonels, but Smith able to rake it free. Seahawks will move left to right here in this second half. Salve in their home whites. Colonels will move right to left. Here's Celeste right off the draw, and she scores on the feed from the wing on the run. I'm sure they drew that one up in the huddle to start the second half. Can't ask for a much better start if you're Salve. Win the draw, quickly into the attacking end. And this is Gavoni just flicking it to Celeste. The quick shot. Salve leads 12-9. I think some discussion on the field if Katie Doherty should be free from the penalty box now. She had gotten a yellow card late in the first half. she looks back and just says no. Not yet. She wants to get in on the action. 29:40 to go in the first. Salve leading 12-9. And we will get another officials conference. Colonels started hot in this game, looking for their first win of the year. They've had a couple of heartbreakers as well. They were battling back and forth in their last game versus Gordon, eventually falling 20-14. So 1-goal game in their season opener, heartbreaker. Scored 2 unanswered late, but couldn't find an equalizer. Had a lead in this one. They've seen it evaporate in the Seahawks on this long run now. Up by 3 and looking for more. Here's Nicole Smith off the clean win on the draw control. Seahawks playing with a lot of hop in their step right now. Celeste feeds it on the left side. On the run, Mullen straight down the middle. And she is hacked and fouled. Mullen straight away will have free position. Looking to expand the Salve lead. Mullen opts not to shoot, drops it back off to Nicole Smith. Smith down the middle with a high shot, and the save made by Janate. Lob to Colleen Donnelly. She's got speed, able to get away from Celeste. Donnelly will run it all the way into the attacking end and keep on going. Donnelly, amongst 4 Seahawks, draws a foul. Going from end to end is the defenseman Colleen Donnelly, a senior from Atkinson, New Hampshire. And she will have free position here. And they give a yellow card to Nicole Smith. So her night is done. Sabrina Santaniello got 2 yellows in the same play feels like a year ago, early in the first half. Basically, I feel like if memory serves, it was 4 or 5 minutes into the game. Smith gets her second yellow here. And so her night is done, and that's a big blow for Salve. Man up here for the Colonels. Parker dancing in the high slot. Feeds it to Doherty. Doherty zips the entry. Turning Watson with the save. That was Taylor Gallagher on the doorstep. Colonels come away with the rebound. Right side. Trying to turn the corner is Wysocki. She cannot. And she'll sprint all the way out to the left side. Floats it inside. Gallagher gathers and scores. That one up high. And just flicking it over the top of Watson. Man up goal for the Colonels. 28:08 to go in the second half. And it's 12-10. Ventura will come in now to take the draws. She's taken quite a few here in this game, but not being able to work in Nicole Smith as well. Will make things difficult for Salve. Ventura, though, pokes this one into space to herself and gets it away to Celeste. Trying to feed it left side to Mullen. Ball up for grabs, and the Seahawks turn it over. Colonel's looking to counter. Here's Gallagher with daylight ahead. And she'll slowly walk it into the attacking end. Gives it up to the point. Doherty gives it up to Tar. Top of the arc, left side. Onto the wing now. Gallagher back to Doherty for the Colonels. Tar. On the wing, right side. Chevrier gives it up on the drive. Gallagher once again, and she scores. Able to sneak it past Watson. And it's a one-goal game. 27:08 to go in the second half. It has been a game of runs. Ventura and Murray on the draw. Clean draw win for the Colonels. Falls right into the cross of Sharon Doherty, who gets it back. Katie Tar, cradling up high, trying to feed it into the middle. And that one just thrown blindly into the slot. Seahawks pick it up. Dunn on the run. Stops and angles out to midfield, looking for help. Has it stripped and gets it right back. Flicks it to Ventura. And she will bring it into the attacking end. Had Celeste on the cut instead. Will hold it out wide and set up a play. Seahawks have found success in this game just by driving it to the net. Or by finding Katie Doherty. Gavoni drops it, gives it up to the wing. Ryder. All alone behind the cage. Off on the left side now. Surveying the field from behind the net. In the corner left side. Back out onto the wing. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Ventura with 15 seconds gives it up to Celeste. 12 seconds. Celeste starts her drive, throws it on the net. And it's saved by Janate. Colonels will look to clear. Sharon Doherty. A little bit behind Gallagher. That one up for grabs at midfield. Players still battling for it, and Tar will come out of the fray with it for the Colonels. Trying to tie the game here on this possession. Parker. Straight away up top. Parker now in the corner. Trying to go one-on-one. Defense collapses in on her. She drops back behind the net. Chevrier. on her drive, looking for an angle, bumped and fouled on the inside. And this will be free position here for the Colonels. 24-12 to go in the second half. Chloe Chevrier on the off angle to the left, about 7 yards away from the goal. Thought about the shot, looks to flip it instead to Hardman. And they're going to call the offensive foul there against Hardman. Seahawks off and running. Celeste sprinting with Hardman on her hip into the attacking end. Gives it up. Gavoni into contact. And she draws the foul. Gavoni 12 yards straight away for Salve Regina on free position here to try and push this back to a 2-goal game. And now they'll have her set up on the right hash. 12 yards away, just offset to the right. Gavoni floats it on the cage, and it's saved by Janate. And then she throws it away, too high for Tar. That one took a bounce, but right to Parker for the Colonels. Another fortunate bounce there for Curry. Here comes Ellie Hardman. And she'll stop on the left side. Drop it back to Gallagher. And the Colonels will organize their offense. Tar, watch step out high. Parker on the entry. That one bounced wide of the cage. Scramble for it along the end line. Popped in the air, and the Seahawks come away with it. DiLoretto gets fouled. She'll keep on running. That one dangerously thrown towards Doherty. Let's see how they rule this. And they'll say last touched by Salve. Doherty locked up with Donnelly, who races with it now along the near side. Draws the foul. Doherty rakes down and knocks it away, but they'll call her for another foul. Sharon Doherty for the Colonels. Cradling on the wing left side. Moves it up to Katie Parker. Clock rolling with 22:15 to go in the second half. Parker on the drive, now behind the net.
Let's go, ladies! Let's go! Don't force anything that's not there. Keep it up!
Tar on the wing left side. Looking to start her drive. Sees a double team. Will back it out. Gives it up to Parker. Parker with 27 seconds. Hands off to Tar. Little underhand flip. Wysocki racing around the cage. Wysocki trying to get her way to the front. Wysocki free with a shot. That one off the crossbar. Ball out of play. And Salve will get it back. .21:05 and counting. Ventura sprinting up the near side. Will carry it into the attacking end. Ventura. Looking for somewhere to go. Wanted to back her way in. Ventura racing away to the front, trying to flick it on the goal. And she's fouled on her way to the net. They're going to give it back to Curry. Janate holding it. Pressured by Doherty, who rips it away. And Katie Doherty will grab it on the far side. Jessica Janate just walking out of her crease with it. And Doherty knocked it away. Doherty. Double teamed. Gives it up for the shot and the save made by Janate. That was Baldwin on the drive. Colonels are not going to let Katie Doherty operate one-on-one. Falling down was Gallagher. Pressured by Libby Baldwin. Gallagher gives it up now to Sharon Doherty. Parker. Right side to Hardman. Behind the net, Chevrier. Chevrier. Wizaki out high, back to Hardman. Trying to fight her way down the middle. Back to Wizaki. Fakes the drive. Couple of moves now on the right side to the net. And it goes wide. She's able to scoop up her own rebound. I think a couple of the players weren't sure where that was. Fed to Hardman on the drive, and she will take it in behind the net. Fresh shot clock here for the Colonels. Chevrier trying to back her way in. Floats it back out to Katie Parker. Out to the point. That one nearly stolen. Gives the angle for Wizaki, and she scores. And ties the game at 12. 18-12 to go in the second half. We start again. Seahawks led by as many as 3 here in this second half. 3 unanswered here from the Colonels to tie the game. Fight for the draw, and Gabriella Von Barron comes away with it. Entry to Celeste, and she gets rocked. And we'll have free position. And it looks like a yellow card assessed as well to Colleen Donnelly. I believe that's our 6th yellow card overall in the game. So man up and free position here for Stephanie Celeste, a junior from Bethlehem, New York. A chance for Salve to regain the lead. Celeste on free position to the goal. She scores! Bouncing it through the wickets. Seahawks very quickly retake the lead. And we'll give you a look at the replay. Celeste quickly bouncing that one. 13-12 with 17:55 to go here in the second. Baldwin out to take the draw against Maggie Murray, who wins it cleanly for the Colonels. Skips it to Katie Parker, and the Colonels right back on the attack. And now they look for the equalizer. Seahawks trying to win 2 straight. Colonels in search of their first win of the year. Parker lobs it high for a shot, and they score. Snagging that one out of the sky was Gallagher. And just like that, very quickly, we're tied again. And here's a look at the replay. Parker dancing behind the cage, reaching up into the heavens, and in one motion, firing it back at the net was Gallagher, the senior from Rockland, Mass. That ties the game at 13 with 17:26 to go. And we will redraw. Ventura for Salve, Murray for the Colonels. At midfield on the draw. We start again. Game tied at 13, 17:24 to play. Poked into space. Battle for it, and the Colonels come up with it. Celeste trying to poke it away from Tar from behind. Doherty. And another yellow card, this time given to Katie Tar. So Seahawks will be 2-man up. The officials conferring here on who the yellow card was against. As Katie Tar, already sitting is Colleen Donnelly for the Colonels. Doherty will have the ball. The officials will have a little conference. We'll take a quick timeout. 16:53 to go in the second half. Game tied at 13. Welcome back to the field. 16:50 and counting. Seahawks with the ball. We've gone back and forth here in the second half. Hard drive to the net. Ball knocked free and the Colonels come away with it. That was Mullen taking it strong to the hole. No foul called. Colonels trying to retake the lead. They led early on in this game. Salve battled back. Held a 3-goal lead here to start the second half. Colonels tied it at 12, and we've been alternating goals since. Parker down the right-hand side. Feeds it behind the net to Wysocki. Wysocki. Nowhere to go. Pressured out by midfield. Able to get away from the double team. And she's fouled. Bria Healy and Ventura collapsing there for the contact. Wysocki gives it up to Sharon Doherty. 27 seconds on the shot clock. Doherty with it for the Colonels. Zips the entry for a shot that's high and wide. And free position now for Curry with 15:27 to go. A chance to retake the lead. It'll be Ellie Hardman. On the wing, left side. 8 yards away from the goal. Watson watching Hardman. Will tee up the drive that bounces wide. Seahawks will take it back. DiLoretto on the near side gives it back to Watson. Tosses it to the far side. Bria Healy. Too high for Gavoni, and that one turned over. Colleen Donnelly will keep on going. Hardman will grab it for the Colonels and slow up the offense. Double team from behind. Ventura with the steal. And then she's pushed down from behind. As Ali Wisaki. The refs have called plenty of fouls and plenty of yellow cards, but that has not stopped the physicality from picking up here on the field. So Ann O'Byrne, the officials are saying because the Colonels are past 4 yellow cards, that any yellow card thereafter, they will have to play man down the rest of the game for each card. Now, I do not have the official 2021 Women's Lacrosse Rulebook in front of me to be able to fact check that for you. Ann O'Byrne, head coach for the Colonels, certainly disagrees. And the officials huddle and I think agree with Coach O'Byrne. Parker on the attack here for Curry. We have had every manner of call imaginable here tonight. Wysocki on the right side, she scores! And the Colonels retake the lead. (14-13) with 13:36 to go. A 5-1 scoring run for Curry. Baldwin and Murray on the draw. And Doherty comes up with it for the Colonels. Quickly into the attacking end, Gallagher. Trying to back her way in, has it raked free. And is able to track it down in the corner. Parker. Out at the point for Curry. Stutter step to her left. Sees the double team and will back it out. Hardman. Tests the left side. Wasaki. Able to fight her way free down the middle and feathers it high. Colonels will keep the ball. Tar on the wing left side. Throws it on the cage. A little nonchalant. Colonels keep it. 22 seconds on the shot clock. That one not on the frame. Parker. Left side with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Wizaki sees it. Sprints to the middle. Wizaki with a shot and she scores! Ali Wysocki. Back-to-back goals, and the Colonels lead by 2 with 12:04 to go. Ventura and Murray on the draw. And this is where you miss Nicole Smith if you're Salve. She picked up 2 yellow cards. Colonels come away with the draw once again. Tar runs it to 4 white jerseys and keeps on going. Pressured by Ventura. She bounces it into the corner. Colonels with the lead and possession. 11:40 and counting to go here in the second half. Parker. Stripped. Libby Baldwin came away with it. Here's Dunn with it. Dunn cradling into the attacking end, gives it to Celeste. Seahawks get the call from the sideline. And Bill Villarreal, sensing that possession a little bit on edge, will call for time. We'll take it as well. 11:08 to go in the second. Seahawks with the ball, trailing by 2. We'll be back. Welcome back to the field. Out of the timeout, Seahawks with possession, trailing 15-13, 10:55 to go here in the second half. Ball up for grabs in the high slot. And the Seahawks turn it over out of the timeout. Big collision. And a foul against Salve. Donnelly on the run here for the Colonels. Sprints it into the attacking end on the clear. And now the Colonels with a chance to expand their lead. Tar on the right side with a drive, and it's saved by Watson. DiLoretto on the hop, walks it through midfield, has it swiped away from behind. Doherty can't scoop it, and the Seahawks turn it over. Doherty stride for stride with Gallagher, who spills over the near sideline. And Doherty's being given a yellow, which I believe that's her second. It's all coming with 9:36 to go. So Doherty will sit, and that is her night. And that is another big blow for Salve. Down both Nicole Smith and Katie Doherty. To try and come back late in this game. Sharon Doherty away to Katie Parker. Man up here for the Colonels, trying to expand their lead. And whistle on the inside here against Salve. Katie Tar on the entry, knocked away inside. Ventura had it for a moment for Salve. Sharon Doherty comes up with it for the Colonels, and then she's fouled on the inside. Free position for Sharon Doherty. 12 yards away, just offset to the right. Trying to make this a 3-goal game. Doherty winds up, fires, and she scores. Free position and man up. It's 16-13 with 8:20 to go. See if the Seahawks have a run in them. Down Doherty, down Nicole Smith. An opportunity for someone to step up. Three-goal game with 8:20 to go. Ventura will take the draw against Maggie Murray. A 7-1 run here for Curry. After falling behind by 3 at the very outset of this half. Colleen Donnelly flings it to Katie Parker. Colonels have been operating down a player as well. Sabrina Santaniello got 2 yellow cards very early on in this game. Tough to lose your second leading scorer early in a game. Colonels figured something out here in this second half. Here comes Wysocki, stripped from behind. Had the angle for a moment, but Ventura ripped it away from behind. She has the steal and then dropped it. Gallagher back with it for the Colonels. .6:52 to go. Hardman to the net. Her shot bounces over the cage. Seahawks will take it back. Here's Kimberly Dunn. 6:30 to go. Still time, but cannot afford too many more mistakes if you're Salve. Here's Celeste with some space. Into the attacking end, Celeste on the left side. Her shot skips wide. Seahawks will keep it. And a big pileup on that left side. Looks like 4 players all ran into each other. .6:16 to go in the second half. Celeste will have free position here. Wide on the left side. 12 yards away from the goal. Celeste sprinting to the front with a shot, and she scores! Big goal for Stephanie Celeste. 6:13 to go, and it's a 2-goal game. Almost 9:30 here at Gaudet Field. 6:13 to go in the second half. It has already been a long game. And I'll say this, 6:13 left in regulation. The way this game has been going, Celeste with the steal off the draw. Quickly into the attacking end. Into the corner to Megan Ryder. Seahawks operating without Nicole Smith and Katie Doherty, who both have got 2 yellow cards here in this second half. Libby Baldwin, top of the arc. Flicks it to Celeste. Back into the corner to Ryder. Baldwin down the right-hand side with a shot, and she scores! Libby Baldwin sneaks it in. And the Seahawks are within 1. Here's a second look at that score. And we'll slow it down to Baldwin high. And that one just inside the pipe. 16-15 with 5:31 to go in regulation. Celeste and Murray on the draw, and a clean win for the Colonels. Katie Tarr carries it into the attacking end. Chloe Chevrier. Now Parker. Wazaki into the far corner. Tarr deep behind the cage. Wants to start her drive instead. Out in the corner. Doherty. Parker. Moves it back out to the point. Drop for a second. Wysocki gets it back. Turns to her right. Lost it. Loose on the ground in the high slot. Scooped up by the Colonels. Parker had it for a moment trying to get her way towards the net. This one swept out to midfield. Chevrier scoops it up and gets fouled. 30 seconds on the shot clock here for the Colonels. Whoa, and the lights, of all things, the lights have gone out at the field. Do not adjust your television sets. The lights have gone off at the field. 5:23 to go.
Did they go off at 9:30?
I would say, do you believe it? But the way this game has gone, yes, we believe it. Oh my goodness. We'll keep it here. 4:23 left to go in the second half. Colonels leading 16-15. I mean, I see lights on the street, so, I mean, the lights are on here and the power's on. There are lights. But the lights for the field have gone off. I'm not sure if they're on a timer. It just hit 9:30 on the money. And this game did start late, and we've had delays because of clock issues. Hopefully they can get the lights booted back on quickly, because it would be a shame for this game to end this way, because it has been an entertaining and back and forth game. Well, we are going to step aside. We will update you with whatever happens here at Gaudet. For the moment, 4:23 to go in the second half. Colonels leading 16-15. No power on the field. We will be back. Welcome back to dark Gaudet Field. The lights went out about 6 minutes ago. I think a timer may have turned them off. So currently 4:23 left to go in the second half of this exciting game between Salve Regina and Curry College. Andrew Pizzelli here bringing you the call. And they will make an attempt to try and get the lights back on. Hopefully they can, and we can resume this game, because it would be a shame if this one had to be called here, since it was shaping up to be a fantastic finish. But wanted to update you on the situation. We will let you know as soon as something changes. If you're watching at home, if the lights come back on, you'll know before I tell you. So stay tuned. You're watching Salve Regina and Curry College women's lacrosse action on the Salve Athletics Network. We will be back. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. Thank you for sticking with us. Still no update yet here from the field as they effort to try and turn the lights back on. There is 4:23 remaining in the second half. Salve Regina had fell behind 16-13 with a little over 6 minutes to play. They scored 2 unanswered to make it a 1-goal game. And it looks like the lights are starting to flicker back on here from the field. So we should be set to go in a few minutes to resume this one as the lights warm up. And that should be visible to you watching at home now. The lights are coming back on. And so I imagine with that being the case, we will be set to start this game again. This game started at 7 o'clock. It is now 9:44. And we have 4:23 left to go in the second half. So as the lights warm up and the players warm up, we will step aside and be back with the call of the remainder of the second half. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. Thank you for sticking with us. The lights are back, and we are set to go. 4:23 to go in the second half here from Gaudet Field. Andrew Pizzelli bringing you the call. Thank you for joining us here tonight on the Salve Athletics Network. We have worked through a litany of technical difficulties to see this game through to the end. 4:23 to go here in the second. Seahawks had trailed by 3. They cut it to 1. Gallagher here with free position for the Colonels. Coming out of the delay, bounces it on the goal, and it will scoot high, fielded on a hop by Hardman right behind the cage. Colonels will keep it.
Mother of God.
Sharon Doherty will have it here for the Colonels. Parker. Back out to Wysocki at the point. The fresh shot clock, huge here for the Colonels. No need to rush if you're Curry. But you can't let your foot off the gas either. Gallagher on the wing left side. There has been so many shifts in momentum here in this game. Feels like there's been 5 different games. Parker, 40 seconds on the shot clock, carries it out wide. Parker looks back, sees 30 seconds. Using every second, 3:09 to go in the game. One score game, Colonels leading by 1. Wysocki out beyond the arc. Picked up by DiLoretto. Here's Hardman on the handoff. Flicks it into the corner. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Parker trying to back her way in. Floats it into the corner left side. Into the middle. Looking for an angle towards the net. Ball knocked free. Loose on the ground and scooped up by the Seahawks. Dunn off and running through midfield. Dunn sprinting ahead through midfield. Absorbing contact. Gets it away into the wing. Left side. Hannah Smith flicks it behind the net. 2:24 to go. Seahawks looking for one. Ventura in the middle. She scores! .220 to go, and the Seahawks tie the game. Kelly Ventura on the feed from the wing. All of the lights, an appropriate goal song for the moment. And Ventura here will be on the draw with Maggie Murray. Colonels come away with the draw. Tar. Triple teamed along the near side. Just flings it into space. And they'll call a foul here against Salve. Clock rolling. 1:56 to go. Ball nearly stolen back by the Seahawks. Here's Colleen Donnelly. Now the Colonels can't really afford to waste time. Game tied. 99 seconds to go. Behind the net, Chivria looking for an angle. Turning, shooting, and she scores! With 1:36 to go. Colonels looking for their first win of the season. And what has been a wild game here at Gaudet. A critical draw control here. Ventura to take it against Maggie Murray. Played into a crowd. Players still fighting for it. No clear possession, and Murray comes away with it for the Colonels. And now they're assessing a yellow card. Looks like that's going to be against Catherine Mullen. So Seahawks down a goal and down a man. Donnelly nearly dropped it. Seahawks have to pressure here and try and get the steal. Hannah Smith chasing from behind, trying to knock it free. Donnelly has it swiped out of her cross. Last touch by Salve. 46 seconds to go. Colonel's just holding it. Seahawks have to pressure. Donnelly with 30 seconds. Tracked down in the corner.
Good job, good job. Got it, Jason. Got it, Jason. Here you go.
Donnelly just walks it into the corner. Colonel's just trying to kill time. 16 seconds to go. This one fed into space. Rossetti has it with 10 seconds. Seahawks have to hurry. Rossetti stripped from behind. Being fouled is Sharon Doherty. She loses the ball, but that'll do it. The final horn sounds. The Colonels race onto the field to celebrate with Jessica Janate. And after nearly 3 hours, the Colonels earn their first victory of the year in a crazy, wacky game here from Gaudet Field. A frantic finish, and it's Curry that gets the 17-16 victory here tonight. A wild game. We had a long stoppage because of the lights going out at the field. And once those came back on, it was non-stop action here at the close. Seahawks fought back to tie the game at 16. But then the Colonels, with one last gasp and enough to hang on and get the win here at Gaudet. I want to thank our entire staff and production crew, Celia Paulskill, helping to provide the camera work here tonight from Gaudet Field. And I want to thank you all for joining and listening along with us here. This game was exciting. A nearly 3-hour game. The Colonels celebrate their first victory of the year. They improved to 1-3 overall, 1-3 in conference play. Salve Regina falls to 1-2, 0-2 in Commonwealth Coast Conference play. They'll hit the road for a while. They won't be back here until April 21st. Another Wednesday night game against Nichols. Once again, your final here tonight. Curry College 17, Salve Regina 16. I am Andrew Pizzelli. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night, everyone.